Sunday. Just look at this, man. It is Weekend Weebs episode, I think 52. November 21st, 2023. I'm Alonzo here with my co-host Jason, and today might be a little bit of a shorter episode just because I feel like the only one that really had anything really to talk about was Undead Unluck. But how'd you feel about? I mean, just like the other two were just like, well, one was filler and this one's just like action.
Yeah, but
for the most part,
we got a lot of information in JJK.
Okay, you expound on that then. What did you like about the episode?
We figured out why he wants Nanami's body, or not Nanami's, why he wants Megami's body.
Why? Because he has the 10 Shadows technique?
Yeah, that's the only reason he wants his body.
Yeah. Most likely, yeah. Just his technique.
Most likely that is the reason. Come on now. Even if they haven't said it verbally, they haven't said it. But what other reason would he want his body other than that? Other than
you don't think he's in love with him?
No.
No. Yeah, that is the reason. You're right. And they did a little flashback with Gojo, Sam.
Yeah, and we also find out that the Gojo clan and the Zenin clan are kind of at odds, but isn't Gojo the only last living person in the Gojo clan anyway?
Yeah, they're all at odds.
So, but he was like, the reason they don't really like each other, he really should just be saying the reason they don't like me, because I'm the only person living in the clan, is because in the past, my ancestor and he said they were the two top people for each clan, right? That were dueling.
Right, it was the head of clans.
Yeah, it was a duel, and essentially, from what I can assume based on what Megami said, because he was like, I'm assuming this is how the last guy used it, and that's why, because nobody subjugated Ma-hor-aga.
I think it's Ma-hor-aga.
They call him something else. They call him something else in the anime. Also, Malevolent Kitchen was the wrong translation. Yeah, it's Malevolent Shrine, but in old Japanese, that word can be used for kitchen or drawer or something like that. So it was just like a mistranslation. And newer Japanese is used as for shrine. So, because at first I was thinking he had two domains. I was like, damn, so he has Malevolent Shrine and Malevolent Kitchen. I was like, that's kind of crazy. But because when I seen it, I was like, what the fuck? Malevolent Kitchen? What is this? And
I thought it was maybe at first I didn't remember that it was called the Shrine. So when he said kitchen, I thought it was kind of weird. But then as I read the manga, they kind of explain his powers as like one is like they're both like knives, two different kinds of knives. So then when he said Malevolent Kitchen, I was like, okay, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. And so, but basically, Gojo was like, yeah, they dueled and they both died. But then Megami was like, I'm assuming this is how the last person used this. So what I think happened is that the Gojo clan guy was probably whooping his ass. And he was like, fuck, I'm about to lose. And he was like, I'm just going to call in this guy. You're going to do this ritual with me. And then they did the ritual, but I'm assuming he killed both of them. And that's what happened.
Probably.
Because he was like, I don't want to lose. So he called in Ma-hor-aga. I feel like I'm saying that wrong.
I think it's Ma-hor-aga.
Ma-hor-aga.
It's Mahorraga.
Yeah, so he called out Ma-hor-aga, and he was like, all right, we're going to have to do this ritual together. And if we don't kill this thing, then we're both going to die. And I'm assuming Ma-hor-aga just killed both of them. And that's how they both ended up dying. Which is like, damn, dude, like, is it really that? I don't know what was at stakes for who wins or who loses that duel. It must have been like pretty high stake for like the two top dudes from each clan to be dueling each other. It must have been more to it, you know what I mean? But Gojo is very simple and he's like, I don't remember a lot of things. I kind of just stick to the main details and everything else is just whatever. So because he always leaves out a lot of information whenever he's talking about anything. So I feel like hopefully if it ever gets brought back up, it probably never does get brought back up, but it probably was like high stakes, like they're fighting for which clan is going to rule the nation or something like that. And I feel like it might have been something more serious than just a duel.
I mean, it was a fight to the death, so it had to be something important.
I don't think it was meant to be to the death though at first. That's what I'm saying. Because he was like, it was just a duel, and like you win or you lose. Because you know, how, like every now and then people have duels, and it's like, all right, you win, you lose, or like it's a sword match, you win, you lose. I don't think it was meant to be a fight to the death.
Why would he use that then?
Because he didn't want to lose. That's what I'm saying. He didn't want to lose.
Kill both of us?
Yeah, so he's like, fuck it, we both finna die. That's what I think. That's what I think. But that's why I'm saying I feel like there's more to that story than just it was a duel. Because I don't remember Gojo like verbally saying it was a fight to the death. He was just like they both ended up dying. I feel like that's something you would let people know. Like, yeah, they were dueling and it's a fight to the death. Not, yeah, it was a duel and they both ended up dying. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That sounds. Duels. No, yeah,
you didn't
but
say it was a spar. Or
no, you can duel somebody and neither person dies. It's like a match.
When I hear duel, I think of death. I think of someone dies.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm talking about real life. I'm not talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
No. Come on now.
In a duel, in the old days, Thomas Jefferson and them, they used to go out. They walk back to back, walk 2 different directions, turn around, bow.
That's not a duel.
Someone dies.
That's a face-off.
That is a duel.
That's not a duel.
How's that not a duel?
That's a face-off.
A face-off? What's the difference?
What's the difference?
I feel like a duel sounds more deadly than a face-off. Or like jousting, like a jousting duel. Like Game of Thrones. They go towards each other with the pointy sticks. They try to kill each other.
Hold on, I'm just reading something.
Okay. That's how I interpret a duel, to me. When someone says I'm dueling, I think that someone's honor is on the line and someone has to die for the duel to end, in my opinion.
So, based on this, it says both clans hold high political influence in both worlds, and they were fighting for basically one to overpower the other.
Okay.
So I'm assuming this duel was to pick whoever wins is gonna be like the top political influence, and that's why he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna kill this dude." Because like, why would I mean, if we're both politically, strong and influenced, I don't necessarily have to kill you. We can duel for whoever wins, and whoever wins, it's like it's like a battle of who's gonna be the president. Like if I beat you in a fight, I'm the president. If you beat me in a fight, you're the president. But we don't have to kill each other. That's what I feel like it was. And I feel like the Zenin clan dude was like, fuck this. I don't want them to win. So we're both going to die. And it's still going to be, the same situation. That's what I think. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I feel like.
I think he was trying to Black Panther him. You throw him off the ledge. Kill you. You're done.
Black Panther. Oh, we can talk about that. It's not a fight to the death.
It can be,
but you can surrender. Yeah, it depends on the fighter. They can choose to fight to the death, or they could just surrender and say, "Okay, I relinquish."
Right. Or it could be like a Naruto Sasuke situation where one person's fighting to the death, the other person's just trying to incapacitate the other person.
Yeah, but
if you say duel, no holds barred, I'm thinking someone can die.
I don't think he said that. That's not what he said. That's not what he said. Go to the page. Go to the spot. You got it up. We can see exactly what he said.
This way or this way? Okay.
It would make for more drama. It would be a better story to me. See, I think it was during the Edo period, or maybe. See, this nigga don't even know. Gojo just be talking. This is what I'm talking about. Like, he's like, I don't know. It could have been. It could have been here. It could have been there. Just know they fought and they both died. He always leaves out the important details, but that's just his character.
Yeah. Ow. I don't know.
But I think this is what I think.
Yeah.
We don't know, but I feel like somebody who has Limitless and 6 eyes versus somebody who has the 10 spirits and can't subjugate Ma-hor-aga because nobody can do it, is probably going to lose. And if he doesn't want to lose, and mind you, you know how politics get, even in real life. Like you have one party that's like, I want things this way, and the other party that wants things this way. So they're probably at big odds even already. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't really like each other. They want to do it this way, and they want to do it this way. And he lost, and he was like, I'm not gonna win this duel. And he was a sore loser. He was like, fuck those guys. I'm calling in Ma-hor-aga. You're doing this ritual with me, and we're both gonna die. And that is what it is. And then nothing was solved. I feel like that's what happened. That's what I think. I feel like that would make for a good story. That seems very realistic. And that's me. I don't think it was a duel to the death per se. Because I don't know. I just feel like, why would you duel to the? I mean, it is like old Japan, so that, you know. But that's what I think, though. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Okay. That's how I would write the story, because then it's like, damn, that Zenin clan dude is a bitch, and people
really
hate
don't know
him.
who he is.
We don't know. We don't know. But like, if that's the details, if that was the details to a story, I feel like that would make a good story. Other than, yeah, it was just a duel to the death and they both died. It adds more interest, you know, like more pieces, more layers to the story. Like, it was a duel. It was supposed to be a respectable duel. Whoever wins, their clan becomes the new top political power. And they were, handshake, respect. Whoever wins, whoever loses, it is what it is. But that guy was like, fuck that. We're not losing. If I'm about to lose, you gonna die with me. And it's just gonna be that. And then that caused tensions, because it's like, damn, why is your guy tripping like that when we came to this agreement? You know what I'm saying? So now it's more beef between Zenin and Gojo.
Game of Thrones, they can have a whole story.
War. They can have a war.
We're not even there.
I know, but I think that would be cool. That would be cool to me. And that's probably why Gojo clan is gone. He's the last one left, because they, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Know what's going on? Who knows?
But would that not be a good reason why Gojo is the last living person of his clan?
Yeah, that would be a good reason.
That's all.
There's also not a lot of Zenin people either.
You got Maki, you got Megami, you got Old Man Zenin. They got a whole clan. They got a whole place where they literally. She was like, we were sent off. Like, they have a whole village, and then you're selected and picked to go to the clan. They don't have strong sorcerers
like that, though.
Yeah, but it's a whole bunch of them.
Like, out of all the Zenin we've seen, only 2 of them can even, like, do sorcery. Really.
And the other guy with the blood art stuff.
He's not Zenin.
Oh, he's not?
He's a blood clan. Yeah, he's a third clan in that political, in that political, like,
but I don't think the Zenin clan is about to be extinct like the Gojo clan, though. No. I don't think it's that. Yeah,
it's just they
can still birth kids.
They don't breed, but they don't birth like strong kids all the time. Like,
I don't think anybody. Rare. I think it's random. I think it is random. It's just random. But no, Maki has a sister.
Her sister sucks.
Does her sister suck?
Yeah, like, she ranked the lowest on like her little class scores.
Okay.
Like, she's bad.
But that's because she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want to.
Yeah,
because Maki's only good because she works hard. Because she wants to prove them wrong. I feel like her sister didn't want to go there, and she's
her sister doesn't have a lot of curse energy, but she doesn't have a heavenly pact either.
Yeah.
So she's just like bad. Anyway, how do you feel about Megami being suicidal all the time?
Suicidal.
This one was just really felt spiteful. I don't even understand why he did it, to be honest.
I mean, he was about to die. He literally was about to die. Like, the nigga was going to kill him. So it's like, all right, I'm about to die anyway.
But why the 10th shadow? Like, why the strongest shadow? Why? There's like 4 or 5 shadows before that we haven't seen. Like, why not? I mean,
he could have called out, because he has the dogs, the frogs, and the bird,
and the elephant,
Are the bunnies ones? The bunnies?
Yeah.
Those count? Okay. So that's 5, right?
Right. So there's 5 more, including.
He probably hasn't subjugated those ones either. So he's like, I know this dude's gonna get it done.
But what I'm saying is, like, the guy he was fighting was not that strong. So, like, if you call out shadow number, I don't know, 7 or 8, maybe they could have beat him, and maybe you would have had a chance to exercise it more than that you call out the one that no one has ever subjugated ever. And that was on
it's
par
for the plot,
with
man. It's for the plot.
With 15 fingers.
I mean, it's really, at the end of the day, it is for the plot. I mean, we got to figure out, at some point, you got to say why, why does Sukuna want Megami so bad?
That's fair. Yeah.
So this was the opportunity, because think about it. When is Sukuna going to pop back up again?
Yeah.
So, like, just get it out the way now.
Whatever. Sukuna's just afraid of Gojo, that's all.
You think so?
I think that's why. And one of the scenes, he was like, "Thank you for showing me the way, Megami," or something like that. So I feel like he wanted this. I feel like he wants Megami specifically to fight Gojo, because Gojo also went out.
When did he say that?
He said it when he found out what Ma-hor-aga was doing with like adapting to everything he was doing.
Oh, I mean, Megami didn't really do anything. He just called him out, and he was able to fight it.
Yeah,
but that means
didn't know it was a thing.
What, Ma-hor-aga?
Yeah.
I mean, he knew of something.
He knew he had potential, but he didn't know about Ma-hor-aga.
You think he didn't know about that?
I don't think so. I mean, he didn't even know what his power was.
I think he knew that he had Ma-hor-aga because he saw him about to do the 10 Shadows thing, and he was like, I want that.
Right. But he didn't know. He might have known loosely of the 10 Shadows technique, but he didn't know what Ma-hor-aga could do. Because if that's the case, he wouldn't have been surprised or trying to figure out during the battle how to beat it.
No, I'm saying he probably didn't know what Ma-hor-aga's, like, how it worked, but he knew of Ma-hor-aga.
I'm saying that too.
I'm back.
Okay.
But you really don't think he knows what that thing is? He's been around for thousands of years.
That's what I was saying.
Known as the god of curses. Like,
I think he knew of it. I'm saying he didn't know its abilities.
And then when he didn't, yeah. And then when he fought it, well, he was like, "You have the same technique as somebody else."
Yeah.
And I won't lose to that this time.
That's what I was saying.
He's fought somebody with a similar technique like that. And then he clapped him. No diff. Or I'll say
diff.
It was very slight diff. Like, he just was figuring him out. But he wasn't like, dang, bro, this dude's got me. He was like, I just got to figure out what his thing is, and then once I figure it out, it's over.
That's fair. There was some difficulty because in a matter of time, his moves wouldn't have done anything if he hadn't figured it out.
Yeah, if you didn't figure it out, yeah, eventually it would just completely adapted to it. But I mean, but he has multiple curses. Like he told Jogo, he was like, I have many other curse techniques aside from just slashing. Because when he started doing the fire thing, Jogo was so surprised. He was like, I thought you only did slices. He was like, there's many techniques I know. These just happen to be, one of the few. So
they need to explain that too.
With that he has multiple curse techniques?
Yeah.
I mean, you can assume he just takes them from people. Because why else would he want,
Yeah, but he's in Yuji's body.
Yeah, but he's probably taking multiple people's bodies, got their technique, and then gone to another body, got their technique,
transfers over
gone to another body. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if anyone could do that,
Gojo, but he was born with 2.
No, I was gonna say Kenjaku. I feel like if anyone could do that, it would be him. I don't know about Sukuna.
Yeah, I mean they're both taking over people's bodies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, after the season ends, I'm gonna just read the manga anyway. So, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of just waiting to see what happens.
I'm down for that.
So, but yeah,
we could talk about it.
Yeah. And then
there wasn't really,
I think that's the only reason he wants Megami's body.
Yeah, there wasn't really much, just the fight and then Nanami at the end, half burnt, and that was it.
Two-Face. He really looks like Two-Face. He got the suit on and everything.
Yeah, he's dead. He's packed.
Who, Nanami?
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna live. Personally.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoever he's about to go fight, they might beat him because he's like damaged.
He's half dead already.
I wouldn't say half dead.
He's half his body is burnt to like
yeah, but that
shreds.
don't mean you dead.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, this guy died, but that was just funny.
Oh yeah, his curse technique was pretty good.
Yeah, he just forgets everything. Forgets his miracles that he has.
But he didn't even know how his curse technique worked.
No, because it made him forget it every time.
No, I don't think they said it made him forget. It said it would make him forget the wonders of the I don't think it makes him forget. He literally just didn't know how his technique worked. I don't think it forces him to forget his technique. I think it forces him to forget. It was like the wonders of the world or something like that. Unless that's the name of his technique. Go back real quick.
I think it made him forget little miracles. Like, it's, for example, it showed like 444 on the clock. Okay, yeah. Little miracles are erased from his memory.
Little everyday miracles are erased from, yeah. But I don't think that, he just didn't know how his thing worked.
Okay. So, yeah. He just couldn't
figure it out. Which, I mean, like, how do you figure that out? You just got to keep dying? You see, I mean, how does he not notice those marks showing up on his face? That is like a lot of, I
thought he like painted them or something.
Yeah, so he's, I don't know. I think you could figure it out. He's just an idiot.
Just part of his face. I don't know. I'm done with JJK. What's this? I liked Undead Unluck a lot this week.
We're not even going to talk about the animation on the fight. The fight wasn't peak.
I mean, it was good.
Was that not peak? Like, come on now.
It was good. They said it was only 30% of what they were even going to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what someone said. And I don't even know how 18 is going to be.
30%?
They're talking about striking.
Who said that? An animator?
Yeah.
Who? What's his name?
I don't know. I just read it. I was reading a lot of Mappa news over the week. I just read it.
I know, but I'm saying, like, did an animator on the staff say that, or is that just somebody?
Yeah, I think they're on the staff.
Okay. Okay.
I don't even know how this week's episode might be really bad.
I doubt it'll be bad. But they said a lot of this stuff will get cleared up in the Blu-ray, the dimming and stuff. I don't know if they're adding more to it, but
well, they said they were talking about trying to get a break, but they got denied a break, and they were talking about walking out, striking.
They just need to send the they just Mappa needs to stop acquiring animes to create and allow other studios to do, you know, shows. That's really all it is. It's a hoarding problem. They're hoarding all the top animes.
I mean, they want to be good. I don't know.
You said they want to be good.
They don't want to give them a break. They want to be the top premier studio, I guess.
Like, for instance, Bones. They did Mob Psycho. They could have animated that shit really good.
What, JJK?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have.
They bruh, Mob Psycho got some crazy fights, bruh. They could have. There's other studios that have the ability of creating peak action.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean,
there's a bunch of studios that can do that.
It's just Mappa is greedy, bruh. And the greed in turn causes their workers to be overworked because they have too many projects that they want done in a certain amount of time. You could just say they could just, you know, keep all those projects and just elongate the schedule. But I mean, there's two things you can do.
What are you saying?
I was gonna say there's two things they could do. They could either like cut down on how much they acquire, and in turn the workers only work on fewer projects, or they can just extend the work schedule and allow for bigger lead times. Because if they want to because they want to make money, so they're like, we're not going to allow somebody else to buy or make this show because it'll make us money. But if that's the case, then they just have to, you know, be patient with their workers and allow them the time they need to work and animate.
I think they just need fewer projects because like JJK went a long time without dropping a season 2, and it's still being rushed because it's they're not even done with the episodes already. Like they're still doing them weekly because
But they also said
had
that's
so many
because
projects.
they said they forced half of the studio or half of the team to go work on Chainsaw Man, and then they got back on to JJK, and they were still told to have the same deadline, which makes no sense because like half of my time I wasn't even working on it, and then I come back and you still want it done at the same time.
That's what I'm saying. Like they did Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga, and JJK, and those have all dropped within the past like year and a half.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they're not going to give them up because they want to make the money.
I get
is what
that,
I'm saying in
but
terms
like,
of a business aspect of it.
It's funny because Wit Studio is doing 2 of those.
And with 2 of those shows?
Like Vinland and AOT.
Yeah.
I don't know if they just let it go or what happened. But then Mappa picks it up. It just sounds like a lot. You know, I would prefer if they had like good timing. Like it's possible to have good timing and come out in a timely manner, I think, and everyone still like see their families. Let me see.
He said everyone sees their families.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy. Obviously, it sucks. The working conditions suck. But I mean, I don't know. Are animators always worked like this? Is this normal? I feel like
I don't think it's normal. Well,
that's what I'm about to ask. Japan. Like, is this? Japan in general, like, you know, the cram culture. So it's like, it's a job you pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Know, man. I just feel like I feel like they probably really want to do it. Like it's probably their dream.
Yeah,
and obviously they're really good at it.
Yeah.
So like I want them to continue to do it. I just don't want them to die doing it. You know. Or just be like so overworked. Like I don't want to be like Zom 100.
I honestly don't know why that show is on hiatus because like it's not even crazy animation in there. Like respectfully, you know, in comparison to you know what I'm saying? Like obviously animation is hard, but it's not like over the top crazy like impact scenes or choreography in the fighting. You know what I'm saying?
I think they just scheduled it bad. It's probably just bad scheduling. I don't know what happened with those. Let's talk about Undead. This was one of my favorite episodes, I feel like.
It was okay. I like last episode more.
That's fair. I feel like it hit me in my feels.
I feel like every episode from like at least 1 week hits you in your feels.
What do you mean?
You watching Zom, you're like, man, I'm not gonna lie, man, I can really connect with this. What other show was that?
Some shows I could connect with. I connected with. I felt bad for Yuji at the end of this episode.
Yeah, because he's seen all of what he didn't even do any of that. So it's like, I don't know why you're feeling bad. It was a meme, or not a meme, where it was just like this pretty much sums up the end of that episode. Because when he was in the morgue and then he popped back up. Yeah, he was like, I killed all those people, and she was like, you didn't kill any of those people. That wasn't you. And he was like, yeah, I know, but I still feel bad. It's like, bruh, there's literally nothing you can do. So why are you feeling bad? And it wasn't you.
He got to take some responsibility.
Does he?
Because it was his body.
Does
and if he just killed himself, right? If he would have just killed himself before, it wouldn't have ever happened.
He tried to kill himself.
I know.
He ripped his heart out. But then Sukuna, like, brought him back to life.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, like,
he tricked him to that deal, right? He was like, here, we can make a deal. If you beat me in a fight, I can take over your body one time without letting you know when I do it, whenever. And then, but then they were saying like that deal didn't go through because he wasn't strong enough or something like that.
It wasn't. I don't know how that deal works, if it's official or not. I think it is. I don't remember us actually hearing what the deal was, though.
This was season 1.
Yeah, like I feel like he made a deal with him, but it was like cut out, like we didn't hear it as an audience.
No, they spoke on it and Yuji agreed to it, and then he instantly cut his head off inside the domain, and then he came back to life, and he was like, "Oh, what happened?"